Hell yeah, brother. You're on the Cleetus McFarland YouTube channel.
All right, boys, are you ready to build a mystery machine?
It is time.
So
We're ready.
I guess it's time that we reveal our mystery of what engine we're going to put in this. I think a lot of people have figured it out because a couple of our friends came in town and were on our Instagrams for the last couple of days. But guys, the mystery machine is getting what they call a Dorito engine. And if you recognize this dog, you know that the Vargas brothers are here.
It's called a mochi swap.
The mochi swap.
That looks like it's got
You know that the Vargas brothers are here, and we are putting a rotary engine in the mystery machine. Now, these guys came in town for Cleetus and Cars a couple months ago, and Cooper, would you say that was one of the best burnouts that's ever happened?
One of the best I've seen.
So they are here with their truck, and I mean, after this burnout, we knew we had to have a rotary in something. And when Cooper's mystery machine came along, we knew it had to be in the mystery machine. So your brother's here. Yep. Let's see what you guys brought with you.
Well, I came with mochi. I flew in. I got lucky.
You got the mochi swap, but we need the truck swap. Ready to make some power?
Oh yeah.
I hear you got some parts for us too. You delivered in the rotary truck. Oh, look at that, dude!
It's so tiny.
Look at the American flag theme.
So small. Got the tranny. We got
Mochi's bag.
All this stuff for the oil cooler, shifter.
Damn. The real deal.
Yeah. And we even got
custom intake.
I modified it because the engine's modified for semi-peripheral ports.
Damn, you got a trans brake on this thing?
Yeah.
Hold on, all right, so tell me about the engine. What do we got here, a 13B?
So, it's a 13B from a Turbo RX-7, but it's from the 80s to 90 RX-7, so it's 86 and up.
Damn, I love the American flag theme is perfect.
Yeah.
You had to go all out, so
some people will be like, oh, yeah, it's the American flag, but it's the same colors as the Puerto Rican flag too.
Ah, true, hell yeah. So yeah, and these guys, Angel Motorsports, if you haven't heard of them already, their rotary stuff is insane. I mean, like, these guys are the kings of making rotary cars fast and awesome. And once we saw them at Cleetus and Cars, I was like, we got to do something with these guys. So turned out perfect. When we got the mystery machine, they hit us up. We're like, let's do a rotary swap. They threw together this 13B.
Same setup as the truck.
It's literally the same exact setup, huh?
So it's semi-peripheral, so the intake ports go through the housing. Wow. So you can actually see the rotor through here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I just saw it.
The noises.
How much does this thing weigh?
Not a lot.
That's ridiculous.
I think it turned into motor over by hand.
Yeah. So how much power are we looking at? Like, I know you guys overbuilt it.
Yeah, I mean, balance. We did 1/2-inch studs to keep it like nice and tight from cracking plates.
Yep.
Street ported with the semi-peripheral, so easily, like, let's say like probably like 10 pounds, it will be making close to 400 already.
And only weighs.
You know, we're gonna put some Ignite 90 on it, and
so what do we? Ideally, at the end of this, we go for what, 600 horsepower?
500-600, yeah.
500-600. That is more than enough for the mystery machine.
13-inch tires, wheels on the back.
To do a burnout. Think about it. It did a burnout with what do we have? 40 horsepower on the dyno. So now we're gonna have 600 horsepower to deal with when Coop's out on the burnout.
Transmission's got manual valve body, trans brake. That's a 3-speed C4.
Hey, look at how small that is.
With you know, the reason a lot of people use these is because the belt housing from the RX-7 fits right in.
Hell yeah.
So with just a little bit of mods. So just 1, 2, 3, and just like
let her
hold
heat.
on. Yeah, hold on to you.
Until you flip.
Yeah, until you flip it.
That's what we're worried about, is the mystery machine rolling over.
Inevitably rolls.
So listen, guys, by the end of the week, we're hoping to have the van completely swapped over. These guys are staying in town to help us do the swap, get this thing up, running, tuned on the dyno, and able to do a burnout by the end of the week. So we definitely have our hands full. We got a job to do here, but we got the engine that came armed with parts. The only thing we're really missing right now is a turbo, but we can get that pretty quickly. So 76 is a little big. We're going. What size turbo did we want to go with? Like a 62 or?
Yeah, small.
Okay, sounds good. So
Just because the van's not heavy, so you know you can't put too big of a turbo. It's not gonna have load.
oh yeah, true. Okay, so I guess we should get this van up in the air and see what's underneath it. We haven't really looked under it much besides just on the dyno, but we got to get this drivetrain out of that thing. You know, we're gonna keep the stock diff in it and try and weld it. Hope she holds together. Just see what happens. So
We'll let him drive it, then he'll break it right away.
good news is it's automatic, so hopefully the
would break it. Yeah.
yeah, true. Him and I are not allowed to touch this thing.
We'll go flip it together.
Yeah. All right, let's get over to the van and get this thing up in the air. Hell yeah, man. We're glad to have you guys in town at the old speed shop. So we're gonna have a damn good week. So guys, a couple things to note about the mystery machine build too. We are working with Haltech on the computer stuff. That's what these guys use with all their rotary cars. This has Haltech on it, right?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be super easy to basically swap that tune up onto this thing. But I want to just disclaim right now that this van, although we're giving it 600 horsepower, it is very likely it will not be drag race. That is for a very important reason. There is zero safety equipment. I am sure we will do some rips in it, but just don't plan on seeing this thing on the drag strip unless it gets a roll cage put in it, because being that you sit with your knees basically as the front bumper, because there's not much of a front bumper, it's just far too sketchy to fully drag race it. Maybe we'll go to the track, do some wheelies and stuff. Well, I mean, you guys know us. We'll probably end up putting a roll cage in it and doing it. How fast do you think these components up here are designed for?
45 mile an hour.
Tops.
30 at most.
They held up pretty good in those endos though.
It's about the size of the rotary in the thing. It's gonna be like this big. Yeah, the drive shaft is very small.
The drive shaft's gonna be baby. But the diff, I mean, it's got a third member. It looks,
Look at the thing.
it looks kind of legit, right?
Not bad, right?
I think it'll hold up since it's auto and we'll be smooth with it. But if it breaks, we
just think
get
this
a 9
axle
inch for
tube's
it.
like 2.5 inches.
Yeah,
So you can only imagine how small the axle is on the inside of it.
probably about an inch and a half, maybe.
Probably half-inch axles in this thing.
All right, so we got our muffler there. I mean, dude, it's actually a pretty big setup. It's not the smallest engine in the world, so.
Really easy to get out. Cut it right here. Two bolts, and this whole cross member and motor come out as one piece.
Oh, sweet. Dude, this is going to be probably one of the coolest projects of all time, though, because it's so unique already, and that we're finally doing our rotary build. This couldn't have been a better car for the rotary build, so let's get after it, guys. We got some work to do. Dude, what the hell? That is some nasty stuff coming out of there. Probably never been. I wonder how many miles are really on this thing.
All of it.
All of it? Ooh. Oh.
We got a double step down.
Damn. Wow.
Little guys.
We're gonna have to be really gentle on the rear end of this thing.
Those things look tough.
1 inch.
Yeah.
It'll hold.
It'll hold.
Is that 1 inch from Ollie?
It'll hold until it doesn't.
13-inch wheels.
We'll pop this axle out, get the third member out, start welding some stuff. Lincoln locker. Damn, look at that unit. I think it's ready to rip, dude. Damn.
Dang.
Look at that, dude. That form. Did you see that form that he just had?
You gotta use your back.
You saw him. He used it.
You gotta use your back.
You gotta use your back.
And a
That's
twisting,
the
jerking motion.
lifting.
Side by side view of what we got going here. I mean, it's certainly narrower, but without the manifolds, it's hard to tell. So the manifold's gonna be on the side, and then a little bit of turbo action off the side of that.
Right here. So,
dude, this is meant to be.
Yeah.
Why do more people not have 13 Bs in their Cushmans? I need that alternator though.
He's got it out now.
Oh yeah.
we need like a 5 something.
We got so much happening all at once here. Dude, that looks pretty beefy.
Yeah.
It's not horrible.
Basically a
How
9 inch.
small the thing is.
I mean,
It's got some material to weld a lot to it.
being that it's automatic, we're gonna be in better shape than the
Yeah.
clutch dropping it. So.
We need to count the teeth and see what we're working with.
What's the ratio on this baby?
5.28 to 1.
Well, that's perfect.
Well, yeah, it's perfect. That's exactly what that transmission had on it.
No way.
Yeah, and it was
So it's a
running.
520 rear.
What are the odds of that?
96 and the 8
Dude.
on a heavier car. So.
Oh God, I can't imagine going 100 mile an hour in this thing. But I think we're gonna end up doing it.
Can't be that bad.
Dude, that's
It's
perfect.
gotta be pretty bad.
Yeah.
So every next step we take, it's like this van was just meant for this setup.
Whole swap.
All right, guys. So here's an update for you. It's all cleared out. Damn, look
It
at
might
all
be
that
enough room for a 3 rotor. I got one in the belly of the truck too.
Damn! Don't be bringing that up. So right now, guys, Coop is on the way to the hardware store to get some hardware so we can hook the transmission up to the engine itself, and then we'll mount everything up there. We have a turbo that we're able to throw on the manifold now too, just for test fitting purposes, and we'll have an idea how this is all going to come together here in a minute.
I'm excited.
All right, we're gonna test fit your dog.
It's too much for this car, man. I don't know if you're ready for the motor swap.
I'm not. I can guarantee you I'm not. Dog is just a full part of the team.
Well,
Yeah,
if he clears, this is the size of the intake.
Oh, yeah, the size of the intake.
Oh,
If
true,
clears and
true.
intake clears.
Hold up. That's it. That's all you got right there. Hold up.
Cut that.
Still gonna have to go a decent bit higher, I think. Just how far down does this oil pan go?
2 inches.
2 inches, and then the trans pan is pretty low.
Probably same as the transmission.
I mean, it's gonna be low, but not crazy, I guess.
So the turbo manifold's off now, guys. We got the intake on, and we're gonna raise it up in there and just kind of see where this thing's gonna sit now. We have our turbo that we're actually using arriving tomorrow, but we won't have it, you know, until then. But we can get a final fit tomorrow with the custom manifold that John's gonna make. So.
Wait, who? John who?
Huh?
Me?
That was Cleetus
I know.
Oh, you want McFarland?
Fabrication.
Oh. I mean, I guess if they want McFarland Fab on the job, then McFarland Fab will have to do it. Better go buy some MIG wire.
I want to come here to have my own shoes. We can already use this to hold the engine, but if we go more forward, the crane's gonna hit it.
Oh, is there like a balancer?
Yeah.
Be no
A
big
little
deal to cut it up there.
Maybe
Let
it's
her
not
rip.
the whole thing.
We don't need that where we're going. As long as we got Cooper's seat and some gas pedals and a brake, or a gas pedal and a brake, and
Yeah, there's plenty of
I think
room.
we're good.
So we're gonna put
Okay.
a plate right here,
Yeah.
an L bracket, an angle iron, and then just drill the holes, and that'll be the mount for there.
You don't think this thing's gonna be too low with the suspension going up?
Nah. If that oil pan hits, we got.
To the rotary, guys.
You must have taken it over the jump in the back of your house.
Yeah, you never know what can happen.
Yeah.
Jeremy, what do you think of this Dorito stuff out here?
Pretty freaking cool.
It's kind of crazy how lightweight it is for the power it makes.
Absolutely. What's it gonna ref to?
10.
Gotta just make that front bracket, make a transmission cross member.
I'm putting
You can
this
see
here.
they did some cutting up there.
Yeah, the
It's gonna be
turbo's
backwards mounted.
Oh.
So they're still gonna be facing down, but it's gonna turbo manifold's gonna come backwards instead of floor like usually,
Okay, cool.
and it's gonna sit right here, like
and
that.
cooler piping over the
And got
tranny.
piping over the tranny to the throttle body, and the exhaust is curved and to here.
I mean, it really doesn't matter if the turbo's backwards.
No,
That's
it
perfect.
doesn't. It will keep. It won't suck up hot air, because typically you want the turbo in front of the engine a little bit to get cold air, and since we don't have the space, we're gonna run it in the back.
Yeah, and it's not like we're freaking drag racing this thing where it needs ram air or fresh air like
Not
that.
yet.
Oh man.
It'll be good.
Hell yeah. Well, great progress today, man. I'm sure you guys got after it. Yeah, dude. James, Cooper, Mochi,
And the boys over here.
Mochi, the boys.
The other one left.
Dude, we had everybody out here. So we've never had this much manpower in the shop. It's kind of
Yeah, a lot got done. I
out of
mean,
control.
what, like started pretty late too.
Yeah.
And the engine was out. Cut a couple things. Intake fits perfect right there. We can still keep the seat, so no problem.
Yep, gotta have your passenger be able to
Yeah.
ride there. You know, what if Cooper wants to take Bronte out for a nice meal?
He can do
And you can use this panel to service the engine.
Yep.
You can
So
do
we can
spark
still
plugs
keep
or
on.
anything.
That's freaking so awesome. Well, that's going to be it for the mystery machine for day one. Make sure you guys check out the Angel Motorsports YouTube channel. I put a link to it above. You can click in the box above or check out a link in the description below. We're really excited to be working with these guys. Our first Rotary project. We got it in the car today, so that's a big step. But tomorrow, we're opening up all the Haltech ECU stuff, the harness, all that. We're doing some fabricating, which I'm going to be helping John with, building the turbo manifold. We're going to be having a lot of fun. So this is a cool little series where we're really excited to see this thing do a skid. And how'd the diff go today, James? It's got to weld some stuff.
Back in.
It's already back in?
Yeah.
Dude. Getting after it. So the diff's already welded. And
before we went to lunch.
We're going to this guy's crazy. So we'll get everything really going tomorrow. We got a lot of work to do with wiring and all that, but I think we're going to get it knocked out with how much manpower we have. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching Do It for Dale. We'll freaking see you later.